really funny thing about the Biden live stream last night. So I did the live stream, went to bed. Everything was fine, went on to sleep, woke up, and as you know, I multicast it simultaneously on multiple platforms via Restream. So this show is live on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope/Twitter, and Facebook at the same time. Smallest audience there is probably Facebook. I don't really pay much attention to my Facebook page there, but it's got a couple hundred people on there and a few people watch it on there. All of a sudden, I wake up and CBS is claiming to own the Biden speech. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but speeches like that, anything to take place on the floor of Congress, presidential speeches like that, those are all public domain. Channel has ownership over that. That's why those speeches are also multicast on all the different networks and cable news channels and on C-SPAN and PBS, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So CBS claimed it. And what happened there most likely, almost for sure, is that their automated content system basically saw that they had uploaded it and assumed they owned it. And so I got a copyright strike, not a strike, but I got a copyright removal for the video. And I should also mention, I wasn't using the CBS feed either. I was using a feed that I had the ability to use, C-SPAN, the C-SPAN feed. So CBS was claiming ownership over it. So I had to file a dispute. And then a couple hours later, I guess a human at CBS looked over the dispute and released it, said, he's right, we don't own it. I mean, that's a problem in and of itself. These major companies are claiming copyright on content they do not own due to various flaws in the system, and they claim ownership over it for hours. And during this time, these platforms siphon that money to those companies who claim, like the revenue from ads to those companies who claim ownership over them. Now, I am not going to go out there and act like some right-wing grifter and say I lost out on money and start a GoFundMe and become rich and famous. This is why my show is small and I'm not blowing up and all over the place, because I am a terrible marketer, because I should be doing that stuff. But I can't bring myself to being disingenuous. I can assure you I've lost no revenue on Facebook. First of all, I don't even make any revenue on Facebook. So I can assure you I lost nothing from CBS doing that. But there are people who do lose out from companies doing that. And also, it's the point of the matter. So on top of that, and here's the real kicker. So CBS releases it. And a few hours pass. I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 hours pass. And then I get another copyright claim on Facebook. Same video. It's the Biden live stream from last night. Same footage. Public domain speech from the President of the United States. And get this, ready? It wasn't like CBS's automated system accidentally grabbing it again. It was a whole new company. That footage that hours earlier I just messed it up. CBS claimed to own. Disney was now claiming ownership of that footage. Just incredible. Just incredible. It's stunning that, like, it's like a joke, the automated system that these platforms have put out for these major media companies to just claim ownership over whatever they want to without any proof necessary. Like, the idea that one company would do it is ridiculous enough in its own. But then the fact that you go through the dispute, the company, one major conglomerate agrees, yeah, we messed up. It's not ours. And my argument, too, was that, A, it's public domain footage, and then, B, my use of it falls under fair use because I was providing commentary to it, and it's political commentary, so it falls under like educational purposes. Obviously, if it was copyrighted material, I probably wouldn't fly using everything. But if it was copyrighted material, I wouldn't use the whole speech. I would have only used clips and portions. The fact of it being public domain footage was why I used the whole live Biden speech. So crazy enough that one company did it, but then for that same footage to be claimed again by a completely different company who also doesn't own it. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I can tell you, though, that Disney is quicker at releasing footage that they messed up on. It took CBS a few hours. Disney pretty much agreed that they messed up and they didn't own rights to that footage in like minutes. I guess more people working at Disney than CBS. I don't know. Yeah. My point of telling you that story is that I should probably do an episode on it. The content ID system is something's got to change. All right, folks.